So this is going to be a grand tour of the Kerbal Space Program universe. Survive. Oh, this is one of those mistakes. We are in space, guys. It's working! It's working! Whee! This is the only way to land for me. There is no other way. Parachutes or nothing. Hi everybody, here's Christian from Teamwork Cast. Welcome to the Kerbal Space Program Ironman Grand Tour. It's episode 4 and we are going to space today. We have some contracts of tourists we are going to fulfill and we're going to do this. So let's see about that. So yeah. I only can have 2 contracts at the same time and I'm really interested maybe doing this 909 engine. Because it's so important, man. It's so important. It will do me good later on when I have to orbit Kerbin. I think. So one thing that I can also do. I will do this guy here. Oh, whoops. So you can upgrade the buildings here, and I will upgrade the astronaut complex for 150,000. Because this will allow me to do EVAs. And EVAs will give me more of the science. I need the science. What else? How much? Because if I upgrade this, another 150,000. Don't have the money right there. But if I upgrade this, I will be able to take more contracts at the same time. Yeah, I have 4 hours to decide this, but I think 4 hours will be. Oh man, I really want to do this. You know what? I really like this engine, this Terrier engine, and I'm gonna actually accept this contract. I really want to be using this Terrier engine. And then I'm gonna ferry a VIP here. So that's what our mission is right now. We're gonna ferry a VIP safely to her destination. It is a suborbital spaceflight on Kerbin. So yeah, as we already mentioned last time around, we have a suborbital craft, but it is not optimal. It is not the best craft that it can be, because it is fairly costly. Well, it's not very costly, but most of it cannot be recovered. The costs are 5,000, but most of it gets lost. Like, for example, this Thumper. How much does the Thumper cost? 850. All right, so it's not a very expensive thing, but nevertheless. Also, one thing that we cannot actually use it because it has only 1 command pod. So if you put the tourist in there, the tourist actually doesn't fly the craft. So we need to have something else that controls the craft. And at this point, we have none of these things. All right, so I think we're going to have to create a tourist hopper. And this is now a challenge for my live audience here that I'm doing it in a stream. You have to come up with a name for this. And because what I'm going to build is going to be amazing. Chat, find a name. What we're going to do is we're going to begin with a capsule. We're going to take a second capsule and plop it right underneath there, just like that. And then we're going to put the Thumper underneath. Bam. Wait a minute, we're doing it all wrong. We have to do it in a completely different building, guys. We have to do it in a different building. We have to, because what we are actually going to build is a space plane that is not a plane. All right, so again, beginning with 1 capsule, another capsule, and then we're going to put a Thumper behind this. This is going to be a fully reusable rocket. So already looking good here. And now we are going to enter the thrust. Can I move these guys? Oh, I can remove this. Anyway, center of mass, center of lift. Now I'm going to use my favorite delta wing things, which are little wings that have like tiny little actuators, I mean ailerons in there. which is great because I can't be bothered of actually installing any ailerons and anything that exists in this game. So this kind of fixes the problem for me. So I'm gonna actually create something that flies, a booster that flies. But the thing is, this is for a full booster, but it has to only fly after it's already spent all its fuel. So I'm gonna actually remove all the solid fuel from here. And while we're at it, we're gonna also remove the monopropellants from the 2 capsules. Oh yeah. Alright, so I'm gonna put those wings way in the front here, like here. And those second wings will be like here somewhere. Like, I think this is fine. I mean, it should be behind, everybody says like it should be behind the center of gravity, but we can tweak them around later on. Alright, so these wings look ugly, so we're gonna turn them around. That seems fine. And then we are going to move them inwards a little bit because they're sticking like a sore thumb. Alright, so this, is, as you can see, is slightly behind, so this is great. Now, this is going to be flyback. The entire thing is going to be flying back from the suborbital hop. And of course, when it flies back, it has to land. And for that, we will have those little landing legs. Not any wheels. Landing legs. I'm gonna put it like here. Actually, I'm gonna put it down here, like this. And then I'm gonna copy this and put them over here in the front. Let's rotate. Yes, it's copied. Sweet. Oh wait, no, before we rotate, oh man, we're gonna deploy the landing leg so we can see what kind of angle we need with those guys, and then we're gonna rotate. Rotating. Oh yeah. The nail gun. The KSS. I don't know. This stream was being used to record a proper YouTube video. Well, you are on air. Actually, we did it quite often. I think we did record a couple of streams already, a couple of videos already with the YouTube videos. All right, so I'm gonna put another landing leg here in the front, and that is interesting. That's important because these are the most important parts of this entire craft. Like, I don't care about the booster exploding when it hits the Earth, but I really do care about those capsules in the front. So I'm gonna put like a extra landing leg in the front, so if it comes nose down, it can still like survive the impact. Now, another thing I will do is I will put some parachutes, and I'm going to put them exactly at the center of gravity. So it comes down, it will actually, you know, break down and then come down vertically down here. And as extra precaution, because I know accidents can happen, sometimes, you know, some kind of things happen, and the capsule might get ripped off from the body of this thing. I'm going to put a parachute right there in front here. So there's like an extra emergency parachute, which we usually won't open because it will disrupt the balance, the subtle balance of this thing. But if we need a parachute, then it will be there and will be waiting for us. All right, so this is it. Now I'm going to increase the solid fuel again. Oh, wait a minute. No, it's good. All right, so I'm going to increase the solid fuel again here. And we're going to call this Daddy Landing Legs. Okay. Daddy Landing Legs. Alright, I'm gonna save this, but we're not gonna launch it from. Oh, wait a minute. I got to retract those guys here. Oh, yeah, this looks sexy. Well, actually, it doesn't look sexy at all. It looks very unsexy, but I am not sexually aroused by this. But nevertheless, it is a thing that will fly and will give us a lot of money. All right, so the next thing that we're going to do is I know what we're gonna do. Yes, we're gonna research this guy because this will give us the thermometer. And that is a very cool thing to have. 90 science, that's what we need, 90 science. When we get to the probodobodine, that is going to be the important thing, because this will be like an actual unmanned vehicle, a probe body that we can actually work with. We can also get some fancy lighting. That is a mod I got. We got some panels and we got some batteries, so that's great. Some photovoltaic panels. So with this guy we can actually make probes, and once we get probes I think we are in the clear. There's also this thing that I want to do. It has like my Terrier engine, but I took care of that with this contract I just accepted. So the Terrier engine can wait. But the probes can't wait, and I have to make 90,000, so 60,000, no, not 60,000, 60 more science. Now it is dark now, and I don't want to launch in darkness, so I'm gonna fast forward. Why is this night so dark and full of terrors? All right, goddess. We're gonna launch in the morning. We have to build, I think, the vertical craft first. So we're gonna load the SPH thing, which is going to be Daddy landing legs. There we go. Where is Daddy landing legs to? Oh, there we go. And we put it vertical. We're gonna save it as Daddy landing legs. And I don't know about you guys, but this seems like a really good idea. We're gonna put. So we need a pilot in here, although it's actually not really controllable. So it really doesn't matter, but we're gonna still do Pain Indeed as the pilot here, and Tamchel Kerman, which is our tourist for this flight, and she will be sitting in the capsule below or above, I don't know. So yeah, and by the way, because that's why we unlocked this science thing, so we're gonna actually put this will actually create some science for us, guys. We're going to put a little thermometer on there. We're going to measure the temperature of space. There we go. We're going to measure the temperature of space, and also we're going to do the first EVA. One moment, I have to turn off those Steam notifications. How do I do this? All right, so yeah, we're gonna. The goals for this launch are: we're gonna measure the temperature of space. We're gonna fulfill this tourist contract, and the last thing what we're gonna do is gonna actually we're gonna do the first EVA. That's something that we just unlocked with the upgrade of the Kerbal Astronaut Center. Actually, I'm gonna put this guy on here as well. This is the mod, the Kerbal Engineering System mod, which will give me some extra display some extra data, and hopefully we don't crash, because if we crash it's going to be really bad. We're going to lose our only pilot, and we're going to also of course receive a huge like penalty for killing a tourist. All right guys, throttle up. We have a science that we can do actually, but we're not going to do this because it's a different kind of science. While we are at it, let me actually modify my HUD here. Virgin Galactic, here I come. Do we have enough fuel? Yes. All right. I'm a bit nervous about this. I built this from scratch. I built it before, but this still can go very, very differently. Oh yeah. Checking the experiments here. Oh, this is not good. Oh, I forgot to. Oh man, I forgot to. This is bad. Uh-oh. I forgot to steady my my flight. This is very bad. I cannot actually turn this off. This is a solid rocket booster. Please run out soon. Got it close. Holy crap, that was close. That was way too close. Let's scan the temperature and recover this vessel. Wow, I don't know. I guess I turned off the stabilization program. I'm gonna try this again. Or did I have a? I don't know what happened there. Let me try this again. Wasn't supposed to work this way. This was a sure way to win this game. Never mind. Let's try this again. All right, this time stabilizing this thing. SAS on. Looks way more stable. We're already higher than we were before. Payne indeed looks happy. Temchel, I mean, for the fact that this is our tourist, he doesn't really look, or she doesn't really look like she's enjoying this. So, people in the chat are asking about the clouds. These are part of like a visual enhancement pack. They are usually not in a standard KSP thing, but they are part of this really sweet mod. Alright, having some heavy re-entry effects because we're way too fast here, but already we have confirmed going into space. We will be going into space today. The booster is turned off, and now we're gliding into the space. We can look at our parabolic flight here. We're going to reach an apoapsis of 94,000 meters, 94 kilometers. All right, and are we already in space? No, we're not in space yet. I could do an EVA report, although I think I would lose my Kerbal in the process. Gliding into space. Time accelerate. Reaching space in 5. No, wait a minute, it's the other way around. Anyway, we're reaching space now, so we're gonna do a temperature scan. Ah, yes, space music. And we're going to do an EVA. That is Payne indeed. The pilot doing an EVA report. EVA report from space just above Caribbean shores. Yes, keep this data, very important data. Alright, so now comes the tricky part. Now comes the part where we come back down. And the thing is that because we have wings on our craft, we can actually control it. Hopefully we can control it. And that means we can maybe land it at the KSP, and when you can do that, we can actually we get actually better recovery stats. So yeah, we are reaching our apoapsis. I'm gonna accelerate this. Man, look at how amazed Payne indeed is. Payne indeed is a Kerbal. Like, we love them. Just generally, and look, Temchel is also looking good. Like she's enjoying it now that she's in space. She's into it. All right. There's an EVA report we could do, but we won't. I'm tempted, but I'm not gonna do the EVA report at this altitude. Not in our first flight with this vehicle. We still may crash this puppy here. All right, coming down. Coming down, we are our speed currently is 2.6 Mach, 2.6 the speed of sound, and increasing. I'm kind of amazed at these little legs that they did withstand the rigors of re-entry and those high speeds, but apparently they do. Well, right now we don't have any much wind resistance anyway, because this is oh, now we're starting getting some re-entry effects. All right. So I want to watch this. This is going to be funny. This is the G meter. This is how much G's we're pulling. So now I'm going to do some flares here to stop our descent. Oh yeah, pulling some G's here. Pulling some serious G's. Going into the red area. Oh yeah. Oh, stopping in the red. I have to watch out not to kill my Kerbals. I guess they can die because of G's. I had some deadly re-entry mod where you could die because of high G's. But not this time around. So I'm going to pull yet another one. Oh yeah. Really nice here, coming around, landing gear on. Or actually landing her off, whatever. I'm gonna try to get to KSP this time around. Those clouds are a bit troublesome, but there we go. Oops, no, I didn't want to do this. I wanted to show my, yeah. So I can devise a glide path. I want to land right at the beginning of the runway. That would be the best. Tourist is unhappy. She's out of space. She's like, I want to go back to space. And Pain indeed is just enjoying. It's just such a positive person. All right. Making sure that I will glide closer to the KSP. This is yet another mod I'm using here. I don't know what the name of that mod is. What is the name of this mod? Oh, whatever. It is some kind of navball mod. Really useful, really useful. No disrespect because I don't know the name. Alright, so I'm gonna try to fly over this part here. This looks really good. This looks really solid, guys. There is really no reason to be afraid here. Gonna pull some little flare here, activate the things here, and yep. Perfect. Perfect. There's nothing that go wrong now, right? Except maybe I flip over. What? Why do I flip over? Oh, because I did the thing. That did the thing where I thought I think I have to relocate the okay, with a pilot we can keep this thing level and we won't crash or anything. Yeah, so this looks good. Looking good. 7.3 meters per second is something that we can survive, maybe. All right, we survived. With a thud, we land, and now we're gonna do something very important here, something that a lot of people are missing, and something that helps such so much. We're gonna go out here and let me see. We're gonna go right here. This is the place where we need to go. And we're gonna insert a flag at this point, like here. We're gonna plant a flag. And this is going to be, yes, ESA flag. It's going to be the KSP, KSC, Kerbal Space Center, runway. Also Kennedy Space Center. All right, let me see if I can get back my ship. So I have to recover just once. We have some more annoying spammers in the chat, but ignore those horrible people. Uh-oh, we are having stream problems. Oh, trying to get up here. Oh, there we go. Board. No! F. Board. Alright, so now we just need to recover this guy. And that's us, as Scott Manley would say. So we really did a lot of useful contracts here. And we still didn't break the speed record here. Aha! So now we're gonna just repeat this. I know it's a bit boring, but I'm gonna try something more risky this time around to make it more exciting. I'm gonna actually try to get a high altitude EVA kind of thing, because I think if you do it like right before the boundary to space, you won't fly away from your ship, so you might survive this. Daddy Landing Legs has proven to be a worthy vehicle. Let's do this. Alright, so we already have some temperature scans, and why not? We already measured the temperature of space, so we can measure the temperature of the area roughly around KSP. KSC. And as you can see, now I can have a like indicator, because I have a flag there, I have an indicator where the KSC runway is. So this will help me in the future. Actually, it might help me right now, because maybe I managed to get this thing on a runway. That would be great. Alright, some overheating, some slight overheating going on here, but whatever. Whatevs. Alright. That looks good. Going way up into space here. So I'm thinking EVA report around maybe 60,000. That should be doable. Still, I want to be careful, because we're flying at Mach 2.7. So if I exit at this speed from the aircraft and there is still some air around me, this might be a huge problem. But I think at these altitudes it's not a big problem. But the thing is, like, this game is so buggy sometimes that just little vibration or something and you go off flying into space. Alright, slowing down here a little bit, so that's something we want. Alright, let's try this. Science is worth a little risk. EVA report. Yes. Alright, got this. Got some science out of this. Ooh, another EVA. Oh, what? That's great. Let's do this. EVA report. Oh, nice. We got a different biome. Because the thing is, EVA reports are... You can do an EVA report over every biome. So that's really great. Alright, and that's us. Alright, I'm gonna be like this time around, like this. I'm gonna re-entry like this. What up? Like a boss. Oh yeah. Oh. Alright, re-entry effects going on. Let's watch the G meter together. Ain't nothing like, it's just like a G thing. Actually, I'm not gonna pull up too much this time around, because the KSC is right there. Ah, yeah. Oops. Or maybe you should pull up a bit more. Yeah, brake a little bit, guys. Brake. Oh, brake. God damn it, brake. All right. There was a crew report I could do just now. I think there was the tundra. There's every now and then there's like patches of tundra here around the KSC. All right, I'm gonna do a loop around, and I'm gonna try to land somewhere around the. Actually, I'm gonna do it like this. I don't think I have enough speed though. Might not be enough speed. Might stall. I will stall. Oh no. Oh, now I'm flying backwards. This is all sorts of bad. Whatever. I meant to do this. That's right. I meant to do this. It was all intentional. Alright, gear up. I said gear up. And... well, I landed roughly in the area of the landing strip. I'm happy with this solution. Sweet. Recover vessel. So this is Daddy Long Legs tested thoroughly now. Got some additional science. That is really good, really great stuff here. This finally we built something that almost did everything right on the first try. So, ooh. Now this is interesting. Take a crew report in flight below. Where is this? Alright, so where is it? So now we can see where KSC runway is, and this is where Malden's Cave is. Winter All Aircraft Imperium? Oh, that's the agency. So I think to wrap this up, today's episode, we're gonna do a short flight over there, and we're gonna upgrade our aircraft with some Jaggy 1. We're gonna upgrade Jaggy 1 with some important things. Oh yeah, by the way, we're gonna also fix Jaggy 1 because we had like additional mystery goo container. I don't know how we got there, man. I'm not responsible. We're gonna deactivate the roll on this guy. We're gonna deactivate the yaw on this guy, and we're gonna also deactivate the yaw on this guy. And we're gonna put a little thermometer on the body. The body, Lebowski. Where is the body? Like this. Already we can do temperature scans. Let's do those temperature scans. And actually, while we're doing temperature scans, EVA. And can you get the temperature from this? Oh yeah. Alright, we have to go there, activate navigation, and let us do this. Starting on the bit tricky runway, we have to upgrade this at some point, but not today. There are much more important things. Oops, what? I didn't want to turn off the engine. I turned off the engine by accident, but everything is fine. Everything's fine. We're still going. All right, let me see where I have to go. So we're going to be flying all over those mountains. We're going to be flying over those mountains, and that's why I wanted to take this thing, because I'm hoping that there will be some biomes there, which then I can check out. See, I think there was tundra there. Anyway, so I guess we're gonna do the temperature scan of this guy. Yeah, whatever. Grasslands. Grasslands are fine. Very low visibility in those mountains here because there's like this low hanging cloud thing going on. So I hope I won't crash into a mountain. But that looks like a safe route to go, right? Right? Of course I could go over the mountain. Oh, there we go. All right. Why can I want to crew report? Keep. All right. Fulfill the contract? Yes. All right. Get back to the highlands. Oh, I'm gonna stall. Yeah. Doing some acrobatics here. That was an Immelman turn, I think. Don't quote me on this. So now I'm gonna use my patented parachute landing to land in the highlands. What do we see? We see some trees. some trees. We need some kind of flat area. I mean, it doesn't have to be completely flat, but a bit flat would be nice. Alright. Dial back the throttle. I think I'm gonna land there. Yeah. Guys, those three don't have any collision, right? It's just they're just decoration, right? Right? Because if they have collision, man, I'm screwed. Well, I'm not screwed, but it's gonna be difficult. Alright, so I'm flying fairly slow. I'm gonna do a flare here. Jeez. Oh yeah. And I'm gonna open those parachutes. And yeah. Landing. I wonder if I can do a EVA report now. Oh yeah. Did an EVA report, Racket Bows? Oh man, this is going to be some really great science for this one. Bam! Alright, look at how much stuff we can do. We can do like a mystery observation. That's why I built this plane. Material study. And we can EVA. Do another EVA report. And can we get this guy? Come on. If we get take the data from here, we can even do a temperature scan again. Perfect, perfect. Could have not gone any better. Except maybe we can even, we can even do one more thing, right? If we take the data, and board, then even we can do a crew report. Like a boss, recover this one. No problem. No problem. So I'm science-wise, I'm way up here. Look, I'm almost done with my probes. So I could be making probes very soon. But for now, we're gonna end this episode. In the next episode, I think we're going to build our first orbital craft, because I think we need to orbit Kerbin. Orbit Kerbin will give us the science that we need to boost into probe territory, and also give us 9 science from the bat. So orbit Kerbin is our next goal, which we're gonna achieve in the next episode. Until then, fly safe and always use parachutes.